No, girlfriend. Did you wake up like this? I did. So I'm going to show you how to take this to this bomb silk press, and it only takes 20 minutes. So you want to make sure you start with freshly shampooed and blow dried hair. I'll put a link in the description box below of my blow dry video. You guys make sure to check it out, like, comment, and subscribe. You always want to start with clean hair when you're going to use heat. So make sure you have a clean head. Here, I'm just going to put a little bit of serum in my hand, rub it in real good, and put it all over my hair. That is from Garnier Fructis, and it smells amazing. You don't have to use a lot because a little bit goes a very long way. Plus, your hair will make its own natural oils over time anyway. So here, I'm just going to make sure that my part is completely straight. I have a bit of a widow's peak in the front, and I just like to make sure that that is bust down the middle, okay? After that, I'll go ahead and separate my hair into two big sections. I'll show you what it looks like in the back. It's not perfect at all. You just use your fingers to separate your hair the best you can. That doesn't matter at all. Take one side and clip it out the way. Before you do that, you can twist it down, braid it down, bantu knot it, whatever works best for you, and clip it out the way. Once you get to that other side, you want to put that into two sections also, and we're going to work on that back section first. So clip that front out the way. So here I'm just going to pin up this back section and take my mini flat iron to go along the nape. I'm only going to focus on this one section. You use your fingers as a guide. You can feel when that hair is straightened, and then you just move on to another piece of hair. I'm also going to go along the side and behind my ear with that mini flat iron because it's a little bit harder to get it with the bigger iron. So here I'm just carving out a little subsection, maybe about 1 inch, and I'm going to use a rat tail comb. Be sure to use a rat tail comb with the teeth close together. I'm also using a 1-inch flat iron. This is the Ionic 10X iron, and I love the iron. It goes up to 450 degrees. Of course, I don't use it at 450 degrees, but it's great to use a flat iron where you can control the heat. Here I'm just showing you how I straighten my hair. I use the comb and I chase the comb with the flat iron. That gives me the maximum amount of silkiness and straightening. Also doing that, you only have to go over the hair once, which is important. You don't want to put too much heat on your hair and ruin whatever curl pattern it is that you have. So a little bit later on, I'm going to do it in slow motion to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So here, I'm just going to repeat the same steps that I already did. And I'm actually going to split this little section into two also, just to give me more control. I'm going to tap my roots a couple of times just to let that heat straighten that out before going down the hair strands all the way to the end. When you go down, make sure you hold the flat irons closed. You don't want to hold them super tight where your hand is uncomfortable or hurting, but you want to make sure you're holding that flat iron completely closed. Right there, I'm just checking to make sure there's no kinks or curls right there in the center and I didn't miss anything. And you're just going to keep repeating those same steps all the way up until that subsection is done. So I just wanted to take a second to show you guys what it looks like so far. It's shiny and it's flowy. Even though you're straightening your hair completely straight, bone straight, it should still have movement. It shouldn't be heavy or weighed down and oily. I'm going to do the same thing I did in the back to the front. So I'm going to do this section and I'm going to go over my ear with my mini flat iron. I'm also going to go along my edges. I'm very gentle with my edges, and I also let this part play in real time so that you guys can see how slow I actually press out my edges. I'm really fast with doing the rest of my head, but with my edges, I take my time. It's very important to be gentle with that part of your hair as it's usually finer than the rest of your hair. So just, be a little cautious about that. I just go along until it's straight enough to my liking, and then I move on to the 1-inch iron with the subsections. So I didn't want to talk the whole video, but if you have any additional questions, anything that I don't answer in this video, please leave me a comment and I will make sure to answer. So here I'm slowing it down for you guys just so you can see exactly what I'm talking about from the front view. So I tap my roots a few times with that iron and then I slide the iron down. You want to insert the comb over the iron and then place the iron above the comb and slide down. So it's like you're chasing the comb with the iron. You want to go from root to tip with that iron completely closed. Like I said before, that gives maximum amount of straightening and silkiness to the hair. You only want to go over each section once. Okay, so on this side, we're going to do the exact same thing that we did on the other side. We're going to split that side into two sections and work with the back section first. I'm not going to continue talking. I'm just going to let you guys watch the video. As I said, if you have any questions, please leave me a comment. I also want to let you guys know that another important factor in getting your hair straight is how you blow dry it. You want to make sure to properly blow dry your hair so that you can get the maximum results out of straightening your hair. Okay, guys, my camera is literally going to shut off on me and I didn't realize it. So you won't see me straighten that last piece right there at the top, but it's okay because it's the exact same thing that I've done the whole video. But yeah, this is a finished product and I have a little bit of flyaways at the top, but we're going to take care of that. I just want you to see how shiny my hair is, how much movement it has, just everything. This is a silk press and it only takes 20 minutes. If you have the right products and the right tools, you'll be done in no time. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and give myself a trim because I hadn't had one in a while and my ends were pretty raggedy as you could see from the videos of me turning around. Now, if you're unsure about trimming your own ends, then don't. Better safe than sorry. Go to a licensed professional and let them do it for you. Okay, so now back to those flyaways. I'm going to take a little bit of Murray's beeswax, and when I say a little, I mean a little. Rub it in your hands real good and then just rub it over the top of your head or where your flyaways are and they will lay them down. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Leave me a comment on what you'd like to see from me next and also subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.